let's take a look at calculating the difference quotient. So we have a formula here. We have f of x plus h minus f of x, all of that over h. And in this case, h cannot be equal to 0. The function we're going to be working with is f of x equals 2x squared minus 3x. So let's go ahead and calculate f of x plus h first. And in this part, we're going to go ahead and replace each of these x's with the quantity x plus h. So we're going to get 2 times x plus h, the quantity squared, minus 3 times x plus h. And let's go ahead and rewrite this first part. Remember that when you're squaring something, that's the same thing as taking x plus h times itself. So let's go ahead and start with this set of parentheses. We're going to go ahead and FOIL or distribute this out. We've got x times x, which is going to give us x squared. X times h is a positive hx. Our inside piece will also give us a positive hx. And h times h is going to give us h squared. Now we can go ahead and combine these like terms here in the middle. This is going to give us x squared plus 2hx plus h squared. And don't forget that we had a 2 all the way out in front of this that we can go ahead and bring down. And now let's go ahead and work with the back end piece of this. We've got a minus 3 times x and then a minus 3 times h. So we have a minus 3x and minus 3h. So let's go ahead and simplify here. We can distribute this 2. It's only going to be distributed to those things inside the parentheses. So we've got 2x squared plus 4hx plus 2h squared. And then we can go ahead and write the rest of this. We've got minus 3x and a minus 3h. Now, we don't have any terms that are alike at this point, but we've calculated this f of x plus h piece. So let's go back up to our difference quotient, and we're actually going to put this series of 5 terms in for this piece in our problem. So we've got 2x squared plus 4hx plus 2h squared minus 3x minus 3h. Right? This is all of our first part. I'm going to go ahead and put this inside brackets for right now. Now, if we're looking at our difference quotient, we still have to subtract f of x. Well, f of x was the original function that we were given. That was that 2x squared minus 3x piece. So let's go ahead and subtract that. We're subtracting, I'm going to put this in brackets as well, 2x squared minus 3x. And remember, all of this is going to be over h. So let's go ahead and distribute this subtraction sign here to each piece on the back end of that. So we've got 2x squared plus 4hx plus 2h squared minus 3x minus 3h, and then we have a minus 2x squared, and we're going to have a positive 3x. Now all of this is going to be over h. Let's take a look at what we have here. We have some like terms. We have a 2x squared that is positive and a 2x squared that is negative. We can actually add these pieces together, and they're going to add up to 0, so they're going to disappear. We also have a 3x that is positive and a 3x that is negative, so we can go ahead and add those pieces together. Those are going to add up to 0 and disappear. Now let's go ahead and write down what we have left. This is going to give us 4hx plus 2h squared minus 3h, all of this over h. And you'll notice that when we're looking at our numerator here, there's an h in each of those terms up on top. So let's go ahead and factor that out. If we take this h out of the first term, then we're going to be left with a 4x. If we take an h out of that middle term, we're going to have a positive 2h. And if we take an h out of the last one, we'll have a minus 3. Now take a look at what happens. The h on top and the h on the bottom are going to cancel, and our final answer here is going to be 4x plus 2h minus 3. And that is our difference quotient.